Welcome back to Reign of the Contest here, Flanks06, continuing our PvP tournament. We are on match number 12 today. I am hoping that I don't have hardware issues like I had the last match, but we'll see. So today we got Code here on the left as Team Red, and we got JT or Trickles, as I think we called them last time, in on the
Yep.
right side here. And they'll be battling it off. So they have done their first roll, and so Code will be picking first.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful, good old Durana. All right, so Code picking Durana first as his first hero. Anyway, like I said to people before, I hope that we won't run
I
into
take Jade.
issues like I did in my last video, but honestly, I haven't figured out what is causing my system to
Rankier.
crash. So hopefully get that resolved here pretty soon. I'll keep working on it. Anyway, so Trickles there picking Jade, very
Jade.
powerful hero. Rankier, very good pick for Code, who had very bad rolls in his last playthrough here.
Very.
Then we got Juliet here as Trickles' second player, very consistent type character as well with that Icy Wind Blast. Neri, huge damage potential. We're picking some pretty solid heroes here. Both teams going for the best chances to win this one with uh, getting Jade here, one of the top considered heroes of the game.
Talia.
Juliet, Rankier, Neri, Talia. There we go. Talia making it on Code's side. Very strong hero choices for Code. And just helping him set up here.
Hmm.
Oh, yep, grabbed the wrong one. And then now Trickles picking his last choice here. So Code going with two ranged, two melee characters, while currently Trickles has two ranged and one melee character. So he might go with a tank character. Looks kind of like what he's
I'll
considering.
try
Go with the
Rogue.
tactician potentially or bruiser to break things up. Oh, and he's going with Rourke. We have seen a lot of Rourke, and he's coming back today. Awesome. All right, so roll again for hero placement. And once we finish hero placement, then you guys pick your heroic actions, and we'll be getting started. All right, a 13,
Here comes the ones.
let's see, an 8.
Eight.
All right, so Trickles, would you like to go first or go second?
I go second.
Okay. And Code, do you want to be on the left side?
I will take the left side.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
start with Neri.
All right. Neri here as his first pick off the beginning, going right on top of that altar. Real strong position there. Trickles could play back from that to try to draw Neri out, which is very likely. We've seen that kind of thing before when an opponent knows that that he could potentially get pretty strong ranged attacks against him at the beginning of the game. But we'll just have to see. He is going into a position where he could take some shots from Neri there. I will help Trickles here get ready as well so we can get this going as quickly as possible for everyone and hopefully not have my computer crash on us. Okay, so these teams pretty similar in build here, except for obviously one team has a brute character and the other has a bruiser. So there's Probably, I don't know. It's hard to say. The damage potential on both sides can be relatively even. Rankier can basically just consistently do a lot, even if he's really not hitting at all. Neri is a very top tier damage shooter. Girana, of course, we've talked many times before, very
That's what I'm
powerful
thinking.
tank. And then the incredible heals from Talia versus over here. Cedric, if he gets in that low damage position, he can put out a lot of punishment. Um, all right, so we're going Cedric first, followed up by Juliet. She is standing in her spot as well. Girana staying a little bit back, kind of in a defensive position against Cedric, so he can defend Neri a little bit better there. All right, so looks like Talia is going third. Good, good choice there. It's you know it's always
Talia
kind of like a
third.
throw up depending on what exactly you want to do with your character. If you get a healer out too early, then maybe they don't really have a lot that they can do. But if you put them kind of in the middle, you prevent the chance from basically having three damage strikes go against one of your characters and being forced to, for example, if she was last, Talia was last, she may be forced to use Spring Seeds to save one of her characters in time. Okay, another thing to note here is neither team has interrupts, so we will not be worrying about interrupts in this game, it looks like. All right, Rurik will be the next hero. He is going right next to Cedric. You're going to be fighting right alongside him. Not really a super always a great idea with Cedric because he won't get that benefit from his brutality. But Rurik is going third, so things could kind of move around and shift as the game moves on. All right, Rank here bringing up the rear of the match for Code. That is a good option. He can kind
Stick
of
Ranky over
move
there.
around, do whatever he needs to do, and basically give his team a pretty good chance to be able to, do whatever is needed. Maybe getting that life explosion if somebody were to die pretty early on, or even in the next round pretty quickly, and mark a death. Very powerful ranged attack if need be. And we got the defensive capabilities here of Rurik, which pretty much mostly unmatched. His specials are extremely powerful if used correctly. All right, so now you guys just got to select your heroic actions, and then we should be good to go from there. I placed all of Trickles' tokens as well.
Oh, thank you.
So you guys should be good.
What a nice guy.
Also to note that you guys do have exactly matching HPs for each of your characters. So both teams starting off with the exact total health points. So really it'll be just seeing who's doing that max amount of damage by the end of this thing. So they are finishing up here. We'll be getting started real soon here. So Code will be kicking it off with Neri. With the current placement here, Jade is kind of a little bit midfield, but off to the side, trying to stay in a kind of a protected position. Um, she actually is lined up perfectly for Girana to charge her, which is a pretty likely possibility. We'll just have to see what happens. Juliet very far back there, but Code's team is kind of clustered together which could potentially be bad for him as well. Juliet does have an ability, Winter's Breath, to line up the enemies and do quite a bit of damage, and so maybe that might be something that could get opened up here. Depends on if Neri ends up moving or not. I get the feeling that because Code took such a punishment from all of his roles in the last game, that he may really try to get his focuses, his blesses, his mobbing as much
Okay,
as he
I
can.
picked.
I'm good too.
All right, you guys are ready?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, Code, kick it off. All right, so we're here now,
Okay.
match 12. Neri will be starting.
Going to
He is on
start
the blessed
off
square, so she could take
doing
advantage.
Neri, and I am going to be focusing and doing twin shot on Rourke,
All right.
and I'm going to use the benefit to target it twice.
Okay.
And I am on altar, so the first roll is blessed.
Code definitely really focusing on those. So
That's
that
a miss.
first one
Really
is
roll again
a
for that one.
miss. $20.
20.
That bless working out for Code. Boom. Critical right there on that first hit.
Yep. And then I get to do the second hit now.
Okay.
If it hits. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
So, only 7 plus 4 plus the crit. So that is 16 damage, and he is exposed.
So still a strong hit there for Neri. Not as quite as much as she was hoping for, but still a good start.
10.
Definitely getting the crit right off the beginning is a good way to go.
And I focused, so that's it. That's all I can do.
You also took the bless, so you gotta take the 3 damage.
Correct. So I take 3. 3.
Alright, so taking that 3 damage from bless since he is on an altar. That was a change from the original game. Alright, so Cedric is up here now. So the doggo, as one of our Discord members called him, extremely powerful brute, but more so once he gets to that 35 health threshold, he becomes an absolute machine that can destroy everything in his path. But it's one of those things where either you're bursting him down at the beginning, or you're saving him to the end, so he can't really maximize
Moonlight
his
Rage on Joranna.
All right. Yeah, neither of you guys have interrupts, so there shouldn't be any need to worry about interrupts today. That's a hit.
So passive, hit a target that isn't adjacent to any of your allies.
Focusing on those passes
and
right at the beginning. That is a very
11
good idea.
damage plus effects.
So he'll get 15 damage here on Joranna. So basically they're almost trading blows here at this beginning.
11, 15 damage.
Both, and in fact, funny too, because both of them, they made each target exposed, ends if used. So basically almost an exact trade right here at the beginning. Trickles down by
so I have the black
hit point.
Yeah, you're going to be the dark color, and I'll be the. I just moved it for you.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, you're the dark ones, and Code's the lighter ones. All right, so Jirana is
All
up
right.
here. Code often
you
likes
good?
getting his lightning
moving there,
reflexes out here. Let's see if
so
he ends up doing
Jirana's
that.
turn. She's exposed, but I'm gonna use her special lightning reflexes.
And a
Targeting
code
Cedric.
favorite right there. Like clockwork, getting that lightning reflexes.
Well,
Not a bad idea either,
I'm gonna use your
but
dice.
all right, so going with the shot here. 19, that
It's
is
a
a
19.
hit.
So
So that will end up
she will
being
take-
16
or Cedric will
damage.
take 16 damage.
Cedric taking a good
So
hard
5,
blow
10,
right there.
15.
Getting him closer to that
16.
threshold, but not there yet. Now Jirana's going to be
Yep.
able to
And then she gets the
wail
permanent
into him.
of lightning reflexes. Oops.
True.
So at the end of her
Yep.
turn, she can make another attack.
Well, yeah.
Basic attack.
Code loves
So I will
picking
do basic
Jirana,
attack
so
on
if
Cedric.
you end up battling him, that could be a potential weakness if you try to counterpick somebody for Jirana. And he's going with that basic attack, which he
That
gets.
hits
So that's 6 more damage.
for 6 more damage. So bring him down to 43.
All right, so Code currently
it.
in the lead there. His first special consumed, getting that lightning reflexes. All right, so Julia is going to follow up here. My my streaming thing that tells me how many people are actually watching is for some reason screwed up. So if you know how many people are at least are in the YouTube chat, let me know. Because for some reason it just says 0 for everything, which I know nobody that's not accurate. All right, so Juliet here. This is basically an opportunity for Juliet to maybe get her winter's breath off, although she would probably have to move closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she would have to move closer if she wanted to hit Neri and Talia from where she's lined up, which it kind of looks like that is what he is aiming for. Just a good plan there. Especially when you have those positioning advantages, you try to get those when you can. Even though sometimes it's tempting to get out all the specials right at the beginning, sometimes you don't want to waste that opportunity to get away there. So deciding what he is doing, I believe. So it's Juliet's turn, I believe.
Yeah, I think I
She's trying to make the pro play right now.
try to cast the Frost Hurricane.
Okay.
So,
And your target?
so I only can target Jorana.
So
When I'm standing on the spot, I got 2 rolls.
for primary attacks, yes.
For primary, okay.
So if you're doing Frost
So
Hurricane,
I also
no.
could move to reach another one.
Correct. If you're planning to use Frost Hurricane, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
The one advantage of maybe why he might want to do what he is already doing is he can get the advantage of that Moonlight Rage and have a much better chance of hitting Jirana. Although she is a little tougher, so even with that exposed, she'll be at shoot at 5 defense needed or higher. Who is your target?
Neri.
Neri.
Okay, I missed it. Got it.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
So two successful
Do it.
specials. I get the feeling that this could be a pretty close game. So Juliet the shooter really going after
So
her compatriot
hit
here,
a target from at least 5 squares away.
and Trickels doing a great
So
job of
this will be
focusing that he's going to
26
get those
damage
passives.
plus the effect. And the effect is all the target's turns. Okay.
All right, so how much damage?
26.
Okay.
22 plus the passive.
All right, so Neri's right here if you want to move that one. Oh, wait, that's yours. I'm sorry, Neri's that one.
Okay. So it's 20.
So she was at 52, so I think it should put her at 30. Is that correct?
No, 26.
At 20, you did 20. Oh, 26 damage.
26
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah.
So
Okay. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, that's correct. All right, and you, yep, placed your effect. All right.
So
That it?
that's it. Yeah.
All right, a
All right.
strong hit there. Neri
Tally's
already
turn.
getting real close to that danger zone already. So Talia's turn, potentially be able to get some health back to Neri here.
Focusing, she's going to do
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Nift's Kiss on let's see, Cedric.
All right, so Code
So,
trying to get that. He could hit Rourke if he wanted to, get that exposed.
I mean, that's technically a hit.
Yep, that is. You are blessed, so you do get a roll again if you'd like.
Just to see if I crit.
Nope.
Nope. So that's just 6 damage.
All right, so
three,
getting some health
3,
back there.
6.
Now Cedric is just above that
Going
threshold.
to heal.
So he's definitely want to get Neri back
Neri
up.
7. So that's gonna put her at 33. And I'm gonna heal with Hope Durana 4.
All right, so getting
3,
some of those
4,
heals
and
back.
then I get her ability to.
And somebody will be blessed and hastened.
I'm gonna put
such a strong effect. Yeah.
blessed and hasten on
Code always struggles with those rolls.
Durana. And that's my turn.
Alright, so Code placing his Nymph's Kiss on Durana, making her bless and hastened. Oh, we gotta move this down here.
The effect from the twin shot mean again? Exposed?
His defense is lowered by 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Rourke up here next. He's a little far back. He's going to have to move into positioning. Now, Code's characters are pretty grouped up, so there is a possibility he'd have to get past Durana, which is a little difficult. He'd probably take a reaction attack, but he could move up and get into a spot right in the middle there and use Warcry and basically make every single one of Code's characters suffer from the passive of Circle of Protection, which could be a strong early game effect there, or passive effect to play. But it would, incite some reaction attacks from Durana on it. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4,
And,
going up there.
Then I use Crushing Blow.
Alright, he's going with Crushing Blow.
On Durana.
So Girana is exposed, so she has a lower defense here. And let's see if he gets it. And he does. Safely
It's a
gets that
hit.
one. Alright, so now Girana will be
And
slowed.
that's
And he can move up the target up to 2
11.
squares and then move himself up to 2 squares towards it. So he can move
And I
Girana
can
away.
move the target up to 2 squares, and then you may move yourself up to 2 squares towards it. So I move him 1, 2, and move here.
Alright.
And 11 damage. The damage wasn't resolved yet. Oh,
I don't believe so, no.
okay.
No,
So
it was not.
48. Okay, that's it.
Alright,
Okay.
so both players playing very careful, trying not to miss any effects. That is good there. So Rourke taking a much more central position. That is good. And Girana's over here, although Rourke is kind of like in a
I
place
am
where
going to move.
if he wants to move, he could be potentially kind of pinned.
I'm going to move 2. And I'm going to do Searing Vengeance on Rurik.
Let's see, quick question. Maybe I missed it. Didn't Rourke have an exposed condition on him?
Is it? I thought it's gone when I'm.
No, it's
When I
removed
was.
when
It's
it's
gone when his turn is. Okay, sorry
yeah,
for that.
yeah, when it's Neri's turn or when it's used. So for example, Twin Shot is it ends if used, so that's actually why I ended up moving Moonlight Rage back, because
Yeah.
Moonlight Rage is also ends if
Okay,
used.
my fault. Sorry.
That's okay. I just
Yeah.
noticed that. I was like, wait a second, what happened to that one? Alright, go ahead, Code.
And then, alright, so Searing Vengeance.
So Code there going with Syrian Vengeance, trying to hold off a little bit on his specials. Getting
That's
it.
a hit. So
he will
he
do
will take
11 damage.
11 damage. Where is he? He's over here, so 43. And he is cursed.
Alright, so now making a Rurik curse there. So looks like Code is kind of breaking up his damage a little bit there between Cedric and
that's my turn.
Cedric and Rurik. Trickles seems to be going after Girana and Neri. So very similar strategy that both of them are going for. We're back here at the top for Code, so one more here for Jade to get that opportunity to get some heals out, or potentially get out her Inspire Greatness ability, which is a very strong permanent
So the
ability.
term combatant means any of the heroes, not only mine.
Correct, yes. So my guess is he is talking about heroicism and being able to move Code's characters around and make them all take some damage. It is a good ability to get earlier on, just because you can do more damage hitting all 4 of your enemy's characters with 5 damage. But Code's not really close to lava, so he's not really going to get a lot of advantage to be able to throw people in lava, but he can throw off Code's positioning. Essentially putting them all right on top of Rurik and basically doing like what I described earlier of making the entire enemy subject to the circle of protection.
Shouldn't there be the lightning reflexes on Jorana or
Jorana already did her lightning reflexes on her turn.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, you put the wrong card on?
Yep.
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if it's correct. I have heroic inspiration.
Okay.
Spend a prime action, ignoring vision and range. No roll is required. Effects: 1. Transfer 1 permanent effect from a combatant to another.
Yeah, you can, if you're thinking of
So
stealing it, yeah, you can do that.
I can steal the lightning reflexes and put it on
Correct.
this guy.
Yep.
Yep.
And make sure
And
to do the rest of the effect too.
yeah, and the second one is a combatant regains 16 HP or takes 16 damage.
Yep.
I think
Make sure to lay out your card too. That way we know
sorry.
you've used that ability.
Okay.
Okay. So who's getting healed or taking damage?
Have to check.
All right. So heroic inspiration, very popular
some
heroic action in
damage
this tournament.
on
We've had it almost every single game, I believe, rivaling basically heroic ambush, which we haven't seen
on
quite as much as we
Nairi.
used to.
So she gets 16 damage.
All right, taking the damage to Neri.
Yeah. So 33, 17.
All right, so Neri right back in that danger zone. Looks like Trickels is really trying to go for a quick death blow on Neri, as he has placed
That's my
both
turn.
Frost Hurricane and
All right.
used his
The
heroic
passive
action on.
doesn't trigger on heroics.
Correct, yeah, because you didn't actually
Yeah.
roll to hit.
Okay. Okay.
Neri's turn. I'm gonna be doing her
Were
perfect.
you done? I guess
Yeah,
we did.
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna be doing her perfect hunt. So you can move up to 4 squares for first target.
All right. So Code
1,
making
2,
sure that he gets off his.
and she can go across this, I believe. I think she gets all 3 targets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7,
2,
8
3,
just in a
4.
row.
Yep. So Code goes
A
off.
row is also diagonally.
Yes.
I didn't knew that. I was wondering for
Yep.
Juliet too.
As long as it's in a straight line, whether it's
Okay.
orthogonally or diagonally.
Yeah.
So first target's gonna be Rurik. That's a hit.
So Code
Second
there
target's gonna
going
be
to be
Cedric.
doing some major damage there potentially. That's another hit.
That just hits, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
That should be a hit.
And then last target, Juliet.
And Code not getting his accuracy, but that's because he didn't want to trigger circle protection. And he
that
gets
hits as
all
well.
3, so that
So
is going to be a huge amount of
Nice
damage
one.
for Code.
each one will take 17. And
So
the first target is slowed, so
3 good rolls
slowed after I
there.
do damage here. So that puts him at 31.
So Neri going for a strong blow before she
He
potentially
will
gets
go down
knocked out here.
17, so we get 20.
Good plan by Code.
There's
And already
me.
Cedric is now in the danger zone, although that also gives the risk that he
Juliet
could, if he
is
doesn't get
taking
knocked out
17,
quick
so
enough,
5,
could do a lot of damage here on
30
his next turn.
Juliet. And that will be it.
Correct, yeah, that's a good point, Sonny. Hitting all 3 in a line AoE is actually very rare.
Yeah,
It's not just having 3 in a line, but having 3 in a line and hitting them all. Is that it, Code? Anything else?
I think I'm gonna move because I didn't move.
So Code
1,
did not
2,
place his
3,
effect.
4, 5. And that's it.
Okay. So at the end of Neri's turn,
Frost Hurricane.
yep, Frost Hurricane. So you get to move her one space, Trickles, and then do 4 damage to her. All right. So Code forgetting to place his perfect hunt slow effect on Rurk.
Cedric's turn.
There can be a lot going on with this, so it's definitely very possible to forget some of these, but you really don't want to if you don't have to.
Won't get the passive
So Cedric's
anyways. So
Cedric's
I
special is
just
down
stay
a
there and
button.
use Death Claws both on Rankia and Jorana.
Sure.
Start with Rankia.
Alright, so Cedric here now can do a lot of damage. 19, that's a hit.
Hit. Second one.
And going with a
Ooh.
20.
Crit.
Owie.
So huge hit there by Cedric. He will need to well, he doesn't need to sidestep. He needs to move so he
12
can get his
damage
lightning
to
reflexes.
Jorana.
So unfortunately, he's
And the
not going to get his
crit does
brutality.
Extra 5.
extra 5, so
Yep.
17.
So wait, maybe you just said it differently. So Jorana took the crit, I believe, right?
No, the first one was on Jorana.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I heard
I-
Rurk or Renkir was your first target, and then
okay.
Jorana was your second.
I really can't remember.
Yeah, but whatever. If
you
Code
if you
wants
both
to allow it,
Yeah.
then
Whatever he's good with, whatever he wants.
okay.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's fine. I just thought I'd say because that's what I heard.
I'm sure I'm gonna say a bunch of messed up things too. Then I'll be like, oh wait, I didn't mean anyway. So,
Yeah.
whatever he's good with.
and I made a mistake. I should have moved. Or can I move now?
You can
You can
still
still
move.
move. Yeah.
So I can move and make the
Correct. Yeah.
basic attack. Okay. So I move here and try to make the basic attack.
All right. So looks like Trickles is going for a quick kill here on Jorana. All right, and he hits it. Should be a hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 8 damage.
Damage is how much?
8. So I'm down to
Jorana
11.
taking a hard hit there. He is hurting a lot.
And that's it.
Okay. Dorana's turn.
So Jorana is blessed and hastened this time.
She is blessed and hastened. So I'm
Potentially
going to
move around
attack
a bit if she needs
Cedric
to.
first with
So he
Dance of
will
Steel.
incite the circle of protection if he attacks Cedric first, and Trickles notices. We'll see if he calls that.
To miss
Ouch.
the first one.
That is, yeah,
She's
he is at least
so
blessed on that, so he gets another opportunity. Oh, Code's roll's just
miss. So
not
that's just
there.
5 residual.
Ouch. A double
The
miss.
passive effect from Rurik, does it work?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Take 4.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. But I can move, so gonna
Code
go.
is hastened, so he could move out of there if he needs to.
Hasten, so
But he is still pretty far, so either he needs to move closer to Talia or
1,
going
2,
after somebody else, but
3,
he'll basically be
4.
the. Yep, so he could have moved
That
into a
is
spot just
my
above
turn.
Jade since she's right against that wall. He could have pinned her, thus forcing a reaction attack against her. So that was a little bit of a miss on Code's part. So Juliet's coming up next. Very likely Juliet's going to go for the killing blow on Girona. Talia can bring her back with Spring Seeds, but she will end up losing that Thunderous Charge. We'll see what Trickels goes here with.
Think.
Girona only has 7 health left. It's also a possibility for Blizzard here, especially since Code has 2 targets that are getting pretty low. So Neri and Girona are in the danger zone. Neri with 13, Girona at 7. So that means that's a total of 20. So basically, Juliet could take out both of them and do some damage to a third target with Blizzard if she
I think I
wanted
move
to.
1 square and try Icy Wind
Nope.
Sure.
on
For Icy
Girana.
Wind there. So she's moving, so
So
she's not
blessed
going to get
means
out
I
of
have
this.
2 rolls.
Yep.
Yep.
So making that Icy Wind there on Girana, that is a miss.
So 7.
That's a miss, the first one. And will he get the
So
death blow here? And he does.
this is 13.
That's a hit. So she's dead.
That's my turn.
Oh, Girona, unfortunately,
Okay.
not getting
Um,
kill there.
I am.
Or
Let's see.
not surviving here, getting knocked out pretty early.
Going to use a heroic action.
Let's see what Code is
Heroic
going with
inspiration.
here. So he is going with heroic inspiration
So I'm
as
going to take
well.
back my lightning reflexes
Yeah.
and put it on Rakier. And
So will he go for the kill or will he go for a heal?
I'm going to kill off.
He's going for
Not
Cedric. Nope.
Cedric. Sorry.
You're killing Cedric?
Yep.
All right. All right, blow for blow there, taking that lightning reflexes
And
right
then
before
I can
Cedric
move.
is killed.
I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Move up there.
All right,
And
moving a little bit back, kind of blocking some sight for Neri, from Neri, but getting that killing blow there. So Trickles losing his Cedric, not great. He could have a heroic action to bring him back, but unfortunately Jade does not have any resurrection abilities, unlike Talia, who does have Breath of Life. So there is a possibility of Drana coming back, but not for Cedric.
So cursed.
Cedric unfortunately did not get either of his specials
You
off.
have to roll twice and you take the lowest, so the opposite
Yeah,
of blessed.
opposite of blessed.
Okay.
Another thing to note too is like similar to like blessed. Bless is only for primary attacks. Cursed is similar in the way that if Rourke decides to do a special attack, he's not affected by the cursed. So we will see what Trickels will decide to do here with
crushing
Rourke.
blow.
On rank here.
He is going for
So
the
take
crushing
circle
blow.
retribution. So you take 4 damage.
All right.
13.
And then roll again. Oh, that is going to be a miss.
Yeah.
So that cursed status from Syrian Vengeance working out for Code.
That's it.
He does 4 damage to
Alright.
Rourke.
Rankier's turn.
And 5
so now the
damage
card
to
is
Rankier.
removed because it resolved, or does it
Yes.
stay?
It's a once per turn, but since it is Rankier's turn now, it will go back to him
Okay.
since it's his turn.
So Rankier, I'm gonna just do Searing Vengeance again on Rourke.
Syrian Vengeance, great ability. It's even better if you can get Mark of Death on somebody first. But what's so great is even if you miss, you're gonna get a lot of damage there, and you get that strong curse effect.
So he
Definitely
will take
Rankier,
11
favorite
damage.
character of mine.
So he's at 39, so he'd be at 28. He's cursed.
So putting that cursed effect right back on Rourke.
I'm not gonna move, but I get my lightning reflexes, and I will try to hit Rourke again.
Boom, and getting that lightning reflexes from Drana. And if he gets a hit, he'll get 8 on his basic attack, which he misses just barely. Just barely a miss.
And that's my turn.
Fortunately, not getting that additional 8 damage, which would have put Rourke in that danger zone. So back here at the top. So I will say that if Code is able to knock out Juliet pretty soon, he would severely limit the damage potential of Trickles' team. As basically Rourke, he can do his amount of damage, and crushing blow is a good ability, and of course epic shield and all that from the specials are good, but not quite as strong as getting that shooter and brute damage. Code here still can get out at least decent, I'd say equivalent or maybe slightly better than Rourke, but it kind of depends on the situation with Rankier, and then of course he's got Neri who's hanging in there. But overall, his damage is slightly, I'd say right now, probably pretty equivalent. Maybe, yeah, probably pretty equivalent. So they are still relatively pretty even. Is a good game so far. All right, so next up we have Jade moving in. She is getting right along the wall, it looks like. Usually don't see that too often, especially for a ranged character.
Move up here. And use...
You trying to target Rankier?
Yeah, I adjust. Can I place him again here, or is it done?
I'm double checking the range here. I'd say, Yeah, from the square you had it. Yeah, it's just barely in there.
Okay. So I try to cast Angelic Voice.
All right, getting out his heal action
On
there
Rank here.
against Rank here. Code has been doing a great job of really trying to focus those his probability of hitting. Trickles not really worrying about that, relying more on his rolls.
Be a hit.
So he gets 7 damage.
So Renkier here taking 7 damage from Angelic Voice. Jade will be able to get 4 health on somebody from Hope, and then 6 on her while she's at max health. So
an ally within range is
somebody will
hastened,
get-
and its primary attacks, strikes are critical hits rolls of
jump into the
17
second
or
effect.
more.
He's probably going to want to put that on Juliet there.
And
Especially
then
with
my
that
passive
bless.
says hit the target on your first turn of your turn. An ally within range may regain 4 HP. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it.
Oh, Trickles forgetting
Okay,
the main heal
Neri's
aspect
turn.
of Angelic Voice.
I am going to do twin shot from where I am. I can still see Rourke. And use the benefit to hit him twice.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's a little too close for accuracy. That's a hit.
First one's a hit.
And second one is a hit.
So that will be.
So he will get 18 damage on that. No, I'm sorry.
14 damage.
Because he won't get the accuracy on that
5
one.
away. Only 4 away. So it's just going to be 14 damage to him.
Oh, Code really going there, trying to knock out Rourke here.
And he is exposed.
The Frost Hurricane, when does it trigger?
At the end of Neri's turn. So when Code's finished, then you get to do it.
And then I'm gonna move her 5 first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, so Code staying behind the wall there, trying to make sure he's not getting shot by Juliet.
I move her up 1 space, and she gets 4 damage.
That Frost Hurricane eating into the health of Neri.
And then it's my turn.
Juliet up here now. So she has Angelic Voice, really good combinations with that Icy Wind. Really, I mean, Winter's Breath would be good too if it was lined up, but Winter's Breath or Icy Wind.
What does hastened mean again?
It means you don't incite reaction attacks, basically.
Okay. So movement is 5.
So with that Icy Wind, she can be blessed, and at the same time, in combination with Angelic Voice, increase her chance to crit.
1, 2, 3, 4. So if I went here, I will get lava.
Yep, you cut the lava.
But if I stay here, I can't hit her, so I have to do it.
All right, taking lava damage.
Let's check again. 1, 2, 3,
4,
5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And then I try Icy Wind again on Nairi.
All right, so Trickles there, very intent focused on taking out these strong damage dealers for Code, which is a good plan. And he is blessed on that, so that is a hit.
Yeah, I think that
So that will
should do
kill
already.
her.
Well, you gotta roll again. See if you hit again, you get the +3.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, either way, she doesn't have enough health, so.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. Yeah, forgot about that. Okay, so she's down.
Right there. Neri goes down, unfortunately, for Code.
So now Angelic Voices goes back.
It technically stays on until Jade's next turn.
Okay.
And specifically, obviously, in this match, it won't really matter because we don't have anything that would let you be able to utilize it again. So you can put it back if you want. All right, so you're done with Julia, it seems.
Yeah.
So this card will go back now that Neri is dead.
Which one goes back?
The
Oh
well,
yeah,
I was
yeah,
pointing at the Frost Hurricane, but
okay, yeah.
I was gonna double check. I always forget if the temporary ones fall off when that person dies. Yeah, so it remains active until the turn of that character comes back up. So Twin Shot does stay on, at least until it gets back to when it would be Neri's turn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
Talia's
so
turn.
the two. Yeah, Talia's turn. Yep.
I'm gonna do my other heroic action.
All right,
Heroic
let's see.
Revival.
Heroic Revival getting back one
Which
of.
just fell through the table, I think.
Yes, it did. Goodbye, Heroic Revival.
It's nope, you don't get to play that. So, I'm going to revive Neri.
All right, Neri back in the game
I'm going
here.
to
22 hit
her...
points. So could if he placed her too close, it could be a dangerous position for Neri potentially getting knocked out
gonna
too
move
quickly.
back one. And that's it from Talia.
Oh, Talia there using her second heroic action. Trickle still has one more left. So Rourke is up. He is exposed and cursed.
I also play Heroic Revive.
And he also has a revival.
And we'll
Oh,
place
Talia, or Neri and Cedric coming back.
Yeah.
So let's see, 1, 2,
Oh no,
3,
that's
4,
5.
5.
That is
Yeah, it's
one
got to be
more.
closer.
So I have to put him.
So he gets within 5 squares of wherever he uses that ability. So Rourke is right here, so he can place him. Yeah, just like that. So that is a good option there, so that way he doesn't have to worry about that curse condition.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Rankier's turn. So that comes It's
Yep.
back. Gonna do.
Well, just like that, code down to 3 characters. Trickles down
Let's see.
back up to 4. So Rink here is up next. He does not have his
I am
special
gonna do
available.
Searing Vengeance again on Rourke.
Alright, so Code is still trying to focus on Rourke as much as possible. That is a miss.
It's a miss.
Actually, no, that is a
God,
hit.
that is
Yep,
it.
she's Rourke's exposed.
So that's 11. So that's. He's at 22, so he's at 11. And then I get my basic attack at the end of the turn. Well, he's also cursed.
So Code really
I get
trying
my
to
basic attack at the end
maximize
of the
his
turn,
chances
so
of doing
for
damage.
that.
Rourke now in that danger zone of 11. His special's down, so he won't be able to get that.
And that hits for 8 damage.
Won't be able to get the Iron Wall or Epic
So he
Shield
is down
up.
to 3. That's my turn.
Actually, it should be Tally. Yeah, Jade's turn here. So he added on the wrong character. But yep, no protection there. Only 3 more damage, and Rourke will get knocked out. Alright, so Jade is up next. She might need to get off a strong heal, although, yeah, so she could use Requiem of Spirit to heal up Rourke and get back a special attack, specifically maybe one of Cedric's or Juliet's. Although I guess she can't because her special is down. I did miss that. So yeah, she's gonna probably have to go with Angelic Voice.
Use Angelic Voice on rank here.
Okay.
Alright. Both sides not really doing a lot of missing in this game. That is always good to see. And that is a miss.
What?
Yep.
So
Goes 31.
Yep. 5 residual. I believe you already moved, right?
yeah.
Okay. So that should be it.
Alright, Neri's turn. She's going to.
Make sure to keep trying to move your token, by the way. I've moved it a couple times for you, but just to
Okay.
track whose turn it is.
So I'm gonna
Neri
sidestep one.
is back, but she does not have any of her specials,
And I'm
unfortunately.
going to do Twin Shot on
Oh, might be
Rourke.
good.
And I'm gonna try the double just in case, and try to knock him out.
Yeah. So his first shot against Rourke, and then probably the second one against Cedric. Ouch.
That's a miss.
Fortunately, a miss.
Second attempt.
Are these on Rourke?
Yes.
Okay. Ouch. Double miss.
So that puts him down to 1.
Unfortunately, missing both of those strikes.
That's all I could do.
Okay.
So Cedric is up, and he is in a very dangerous beast mode right now. He gets all of his effects now of doing increased amounts of damage. Both of his specials are down though, but that doesn't really affect Cedric once he gets that low hit points. He's still going to be just putting out a crazy amount of damage, even just striking.
So I think I use Death Claws. Let me check.
Death Claws will let him attack 2 different targets, basically doing up to 28 damage if he gets to hit both of them. It's just absolutely insane. but he has to make 2 rolls for that versus Moonlight Rage. If he is successful on a strike with that, he would get 22 damage, but he'd also make somebody
Just a
exposed.
question. The Bloodthirst means I get a permanent.
So since Cedric died,
Yeah.
and he was resurrected with
he
heroic
has no
revival,
spells.
no specials.
Yeah. I
Yep.
got it.
So only
So
primaries.
then we use
Basic.
Death Claws both at Talia and Nairi.
Yep.
So
And who's first?
first is Talia, so I get my passive.
Okay. I mean, either one he'll get because of where he's positioned right now and where his allies are positioned, but just clarifying. And that is a miss.
No.
All right, so now against Neri. And will he get the hit on Neri? And he does.
Yeah,
so he's going to get, he'll still get 16 damage on Neri, which is a devastating hit normally anyway. Oh, sounds like he is not going to get the, notice the primary
Okay,
there.
that's it.
It's usually what, 22?
Or the passive,
So
I'm sorry about that.
10. Sorry.
It's all good. Just making sure, because I know that symbol thing there is away.
Yeah.
All right, so Talia's turn.
So Talia here, currently locked here against Cedric. She'll need to move, otherwise she'll incite a reaction attack. Both healers sitting at full health.
Sidestep 1. And I'm going to use.
Won't be able to.
Spring Seeds, and I'm going to target Neri.
Alright, so he's going for a strong heal here on Neri. Looks like, especially since she is down to 10 hit points, and that is a hit. He is successful on that.
So she'll regain 32 HP.
And a massive heal by code on Neri.
She's at 10, so 42.
So that should be 42.
And then
Neri definitely healthier now.
So Rankier is going to gain 4.
Rankier getting a little bit of health to help bring him back up to mid-level. Very powerful heal there.
Talia's turn.
For Talia. Spring Seeds, good play there. So he could remove one permanent effect, but currently that is not a case for right now. He probably would have hoped to get maybe Epic Shield or something like that if that was going to be the case, but not going to be the case for now. So we'll see if Rurik ends up getting it. He is at 1 hit point, but Rankier will get that opportunity to kill him before he gets that chance. All right, so it is currently Juliet's turn. Unfortunately now, Neri is in a much healthier place. So Juliet is going to have a harder time trying to take her down. Next closest is Rankier, which he could potentially focus on. He still does have his Blizzard ability, so where he could split up damage. Really, I think he missed his big opportunity to do that earlier on when he could have took out Jirana and Neri at the same time.
I use Icy Wind on.
Okay.
Let's check. On Nairi.
Sure.
All right, so Trickles going right back for Neri, trying to stop the damage that Neri can put out.
It's a hit.
Okay, so that it will be a hit. He'll get that, but will he get
And
that
one.
additional damage? Ah,
It's
he
a crit.
does. So he gets a critical hit. That's, I believe, the second
So
critical for Neri there, or for Trickels, I
that's
mean.
19 damage shoulder.
19 damage plus passive
So 20.
23.
Oh, 23 damage. So
That's you.
right like that,
Oh,
Neri taking
I'm
a
up here.
huge hit,
it's
negating a
19.
lot of that spring seeds. But that will be pretty much all he'll get
And
to do.
then I can move.
Mm-hmm.
Still a very close game for both players. Nobody out of this yet. It does look like Trickles is slightly potentially ahead here. But if so, it's super minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Juliet moving in really close. Interesting.
That's it.
All right, so
Alright,
Rankier
Rankier's
is up
gonna try to
next.
do Dragon Blood on Rurik.
Yep. So he is going to try to make sure he kills
So that means he's
Rourke here.
Bless and ignores Curse.
Another way to increase his chances to kill off the dwarf
That's a
tank
hit.
there, and
So
that's going to be
dies.
enough. He doesn't need to roll second time.
And now I can move.
So down goes
One.
Rourke, losing Iron Wall and Epic Shield,
One.
and no other
Two.
resurrection
Then at the end of his
abilities
turn,
for
use
Trickles, so
lightning
that will be it.
reflexes. I'm gonna try to hit Cedric.
Alright, trying to go after Cedric, try to take him down before he gets too many opportunities, and he gets it.
That's a hit. So he will take
That'll be 8 damage to
8
Cedric
damage.
there, plopping him down to
2,
14.
6. He's at 14.
So that is potential here, setting up Neri to be able to kill Cedric if she could get
You're
away. We'll see what comes up
Okay.
here. So Jade is up next. She does have a heal potential here and getting back a
So
special attack.
Jorana tries to cast Requiem of Spirit.
Oh, you mean Jade?
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Jade.
Okay.
Flip this. And let's see.
Who's your target?
My target is Cedric.
Okay.
So is the target the same that gets the special? Or is
No.
it
No, you get to
no?
choose.
He gets the HP and I can choose another one that gets a special.
Correct.
So let's see if it works.
It just can't be yourself, but it can be
Yeah.
anybody else.
So it worked. So gets back
So
to
Cedric getting
43.
heal back here. Hopefully, oh man, my computer just flickered for a second. Hopefully not going down. This is a great game.
And Juliet
Cedric
gets back
getting back
Frost
her
Hurricane.
Frost Hurricane.
And
Requiem of
that's
Spirit
my
getting
turn.
a strong heal, and that's putting Cedric right at a point where he's right against that limit.
It
So he's
was
still.
also no, it wasn't a hit or hit a target on your first turn, an ally within range. But the others are not.
So he could heal Juliet with this, I believe. Wait, where is Juliet?
I think Juliet didn't have any damage.
Where did her token go?
Yeah, that's the question. But she wasn't focused. Huh.
Oh, it's right here. It's below.
Oh, it's yeah.
Okay. So I can give her 4 HP back?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So a good heal there by Jade, consuming Requiem of Spirit and giving back Frost Hurricane. Still very much anyone's game here.
My turn?
Neri is now
Yeah.
the lowest
Okay,
hero.
so Neri.
Both heroic actions used, so she's just going to have to do
1,
some
2,
damage.
3, 4, 5.
There you go. Move
Thinking if I want to
into
go there. Might want to go here. I am going to do twin shot on Cedric, target him twice.
all right, moving back. Try to maximize the damage potential with accuracy here. All right. First shot on him. That is a hit.
First one to hit.
And going with the second strike here. That's the second
Second one
hit.
are both hits. So that's
That will be 18 damage.
14 plus accuracy. So that will be 18 and he's exposed.
Taking 18 damage there. He's at 34, so that'll put him at 16.
And that is my turn.
All right, so we have, let's see, we're at 105. So we have 25
Rurik is
minutes left.
using Death Claws.
So Cedric using the Death Claws.
And the first one is Talia.
Sure.
All right, so Cedric, very deadly position here, just doing out a crazy amount of damage. And he gets it.
It's a
This
hit.
is not looking good for Code here. Cedric being alive is a huge
Second
liability.
one.
And that's a
It's
miss.
a miss. So Talia gets 16 damage, 4 from the passive and 12 from the
So huge hit there on
claws.
Talia. Even though he only got one strike, that is still a mammoth hit. That's definitely what brutes
That's
do,
it.
and especially Cedric, who can put out so much punishment.
Alright, Tally's
Or-
turn.
Can I also sidestep?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
All right, so Talia here will also have to take a sidestep for her to be
Tally's
able
turn.
to get something up. Still has Breath of Life. Can bring somebody back with that.
Going to sidestep this way. And do Nymph's Kiss, targeting Cedric.
Alright, going for the Nymph's Kiss. Obviously not going to be able to kill him, but try to get some healing out for her team. And he gets it. Just barely. That almost rolled into a miss.
So that is 6 damage. So he'll go down to 10.
Oh, very
And
much in the danger zone
I
there.
can heal. I will heal Rurik 7. So 5, 6.
You mean rank here?
Rank here, I'm sorry.
Yep. That's okay.
So anyway,
You guys have both been doing it a couple
Yeah.
times. Trickles, I think called Cedric Rurik at one point as well. Everyone's got Rurik on the mind apparently.
and then I can heal Neri 4 for hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, and for other ability, I will give the Blessed and Hasten to Rankier.
All right, so Rank here will be
And
Bless and
that is it.
Hasten, so he'll be able to move around. He's not going to really need that Bless potentially, though, unless he's really wanting to, I guess, assure that he could get maybe Syrian Vengeance, but Dragon Blood's going to do the same damage to Cedric, so really not super useful other than maybe just getting that move for Rank here. Oh yeah, Rurik is a very popular dwarf as we have seen throughout this entire tournament. All right, Juliet here, getting really close into the battle. She is currently pinned against the wall.
So if I cast that Frost Hurricane again, do I get an attack from rank here?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So I get it anyway, so I can also try to move.
Yeah. So all right. So Code do the reaction attack for against Juliet. Oof, miss.
So I can move here.
Okay.
So let's see. Nairi has 33.
So just Juliet with an unstoppable.
So I
just been
use the
unstoppable this
Blizzard
whole game.
instead.
Going after Neri.
Okay.
So he
Uh,
is
Flip.
he's going to use Blizzard instead. Sounds like he's going to break up between. Who's your first target?
I can divide
Yeah, but you
No,
still
it's
need
I
to
want.
declare who it is.
Yeah, first is let me see, from 5 spaces away. So I first take Neri,
Okay. And who's your second target?
and the second target will be Talia.
Okay.
your die.
There you go. So roll it.
Oh, you have to roll for
Yeah, you have to
One,
roll
yeah.
for all of them.
I didn't knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, so for all the ones that you want to potentially hit with that that effect,
Only
you have
those
to
two. Yeah.
just those two.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So the passive works for the first one.
Yep. So you got a total of 29 damage there.
Yeah.
Well,
So
technically 4 has to apply to Neri, but
yeah.
the rest can be divided.
So she was at 23, 23,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
and the other 6 go to Talia. That's 38.
So Juliet doing a huge blow there, taking out Neri with Blizzard. And 2 characters down for Code.
And that's
Only
it.
1 down
Okay.
for Trickles.
So Rankier's turn. He's in the
Well,
blessed.
Rank here
So
needing to get in here and try
I
to
walk up here, try
finish
to kill
off Cedric.
Cedric using Searing Vengeance because I'm already blessed, so it doesn't really matter.
Really, the only thing that matters if he wanted to make himself immune to effects, but probably not really going to matter in this case. And that's it.
So that kills him.
Yep.
Then now, at the end of my turn, I can do basic attack. And I will do that on Juliet.
Alright, so Rankir successfully taking out Cedric and
So
doing
that's
8
damage
more
to
damage
Juliet.
to Juliet.
30.
Popping her down at 30. So Code has 2 characters left, 2 characters left for Trickels here. Currently, Trickels is slightly in the lead, I believe, because he's got only 8 less than one of the characters of Codes, and there's a lot more health between that and Jade, who is sitting pretty healthy. So now down to a healer on each side and a damage dealer. Julia is going to have potentially a little more damage potential, but she's more likely to get hit by things with a slightly lower
Jade.
defense than Rankir.
Yeah. And I use Heroic Melody on Talia.
Another thing to note is I realized earlier on when Julia, no, I guess it was Cedric should have got a Circle of Retribution that Code ended up missing. Talia, that is a hit.
That's a hit, I guess.
Yep.
So 10 damage.
So trying to do as much damage with his healer as possible here. So
And an ally within range is empowered.
Talia still has Breath of Life, so she can bring back Neri one more time
Then
here.
you may move any number of allies within range up to 2 squares each. Does this also get an attack?
No.
No. Okay. So 1, 2. And then hit the target on your first hit on your turn. An ally within range may regain 4 HP. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it.
Still a very tight game here.
Talia's turn.
So Talia.
Going to sidestep one. And cast Breath of Life.
And there we go, getting that resurrection.
Try to revive
on
Neri again.
Neri. Yes, you're right, Sunny. Rankir also has a resurrection. So Code with 3 resurrections in this game. Let's see if he gets it. He got it.
That does it.
Neri is returned to life once again with 35 hit points.
35. Yep.
Sitting very healthy.
Wow.
That just helped Code a lot. Breath of Life is such a powerful heal.
What's it? 5 squares. So 1.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put her where she was.
Right there, back into the game. Neri sitting very healthy above Juliet even. It. So Juliet probably very frustrated and seething with frozen anger as she watches Neri brought back a second time after the incredible intense focus Juliet has placed on trying to knock out Neri throughout this game. Okay. All the revives are good. You know, Rankir has his, which is 25, but he also gets to you or another with ally regain 15. So in total, it's actually, what is that, 40 total healing if you count the resurrection as healing. So very, very strong heals from both of his characters.
So I try to cast
So it looks like
That's a good question.
Juliet here looking to maybe try knocking out Neri again, although
Try to
maybe he'll
cast
break
Frost
them.
Hurricane on Nairi.
He's going after her again. So while in theory it sounds really good, Code has built a team
Oh,
with so many
no, let's see.
resurrections that he just keeps bringing her back every
It's
time.
28 HP on Talia. I think I'll try it on Talia instead.
Alright, so he's going for Talia, and that's a miss.
Miss.
So finally Trickles getting a miss. Still 15
Always
residual.
the same.
So yeah, just move her down.
13.
The critical rolls don't work all the time.
Should be 13, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't matter.
You say that now.
Wait till my
Yeah,
bad rolls show up.
if
one
I
game was
could have
decided by
killed her,
3
then
hit
maybe
points.
I had a chance, but I don't think so anymore. But let's see.
All right.
I can still move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Juliet trying to move back, trying to not become the focus of the next
That's it.
target for Rankier here.
Rankier's turn.
So Rankier doesn't have quite as much movement, so he won't be able to really chase her down unless he does.
So the
Mark of Death,
empowered
which he
also
can't do
doesn't
this time.
work when you don't hit.
Correct. Yeah.
When your attack hits, attack didn't hit. Nice.
I'm gonna do
So Code's
Searing
team
Vengeance
really
on
working here
Jade.
in the long run. Code really trying to manage the usefulness here of Searing Vengeance by even if he's missing, which he just did, he's still going to get 10 residual damage
That
instead of 5.
So that's 5 residual. But at the end of turn, I get to do a basic attack.
That's actually wrong.
Why?
Should be 10 since you did Searing
Oh,
Vengeance.
Yeah. You're right. So 10, so then basic attack.
Miss. Just barely. So that lightning reflex is trying to add that up. That's actually added up quite a bit throughout the game. He's been able to make multiple hits with that. So
and
turn here, her special is down, so she'll either have to just try to do some max amount of damage or get some healing, which she may not be able to apply the effect to Juliet. We'll have to see depending on what he declares.
And use angelic voices on
close
Talia.
Here to the end. At this point,
guess that's a hit. So she gets 7 damage.
Alright.
Then I heal 6 HP. And the passive heals 4 HP.
Does not.
Nope, you don't get it. You're blocked. Okay.
Whoops. even from this corner. So that's because from here to here is a direct line.
From, let's see, this corner.
Not sure how the
It's corner to
edges
corner.
here
Here, let's
work,
move this one.
but
See
it's a
if we can
straight
see.
line.
Yeah, but it's intersecting two different points. It's intersecting here and here. At least from where I see it right now, I see it intersecting both those points. So yeah, I'd say on this one it's the hope is blocked. Oh, sorry, I was muted the whole time I was talking. I was saying from what I see is it's intersected in 2 points. It's intersected here and here
Okay.
by the wall, so it won't count.
Okay. Then I'm finished.
Okay. So Neri's turn.
And just as a note here, we have just less than 7 minutes.
3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do twin shot on G.
Oh, Code looking like he wants to roll as much as possible apparently today to make sure that he's going to get some more amount of damage. That is a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. And then the second roll. And that's a miss.
So do get accuracy, so it is 11 damage and she is exposed. So
11 damage there to Jade.
45. Or 40, 40, yeah, 45.
Not a lot of time left here.
And here go.
I believe Code started, so Trickels will get the next opportunity. So both of Talia's specials are down.
So there was a bonus when you don't move.
Yeah, focus.
Focus, yeah. Using focus and I see wind
Okay.
on Talia.
All right, so going for the killing blow here on Talia. All right, that will be enough to kill her.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's my move.
All right. I'm going to do life explosion.
Yep, that'd be a good option since you get total more health.
I'm gonna target Jirana.
The risky thing about doing Jirana is you're gonna have slightly lower chance.
Talia. Slower defense.
Yep, there he
So I'm gonna
goes.
do Talia.
Lots of revives, man.
Yep.
I didn't read those cards.
That's a hit.
Which comes back with 25 and no special attacks. Put her right there.
Unbelievable.
And then I'm gonna move him. I'll move him here. And he gets his basic lightning reflexes attack on Talia.
Is that
or on
okay, go ahead. Code.
Oh yeah, someone he gains 15, I think, on his ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say, if you were done with that or not.
So that puts him at 57. And his basic roll.
Huge way to catch up right there. 40 hit points coming back and a hit.
That's a hit.
8
So
damage.
8 damage to Jade.
Jade's sitting up here, pretty high up.
5, 37.
All right, very quickly this starts turning.
That's it.
With all those resurrections coming back. Code might be able to pull this off here at the end. We'll see once we're done.
No idea what. I think I use Inspire Greatness, but I can't see the other. Choose an ally within range. That won't work either. So I have to move. So
And take reaction.
yeah.
So that's a hit. 8
So
more damage.
your movement will be lowered by 1.
2, 3, 4. And then I try this Inspire Greatness.
All right, so Trickels there getting off his last special attack here. Looks like almost before the end. Looks like both of them might get 1 turn each.
Oh, I have to choose an first.
Believe that's going to be a miss regardless. So you're doing that in rank here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 15.
It doesn't matter anyway, so I think we can stop after this turn.
So where we're at, we would, well, technically get 1 more for each of you if you want to do that, or we can stop.
Yeah, it won't change anything, so we can stop. I'm fine with it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, move the 15 and then we'll count. So yeah, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. All right. So looks like, yeah, you have just 2 characters left, right? Yeah. And
So
Code has,
revive a lot.
yeah, 2 characters. Yep. So looks like Code, just without even really needing to do the counting. Yep. Looks like Code, you will take this one. Great game. Wow, that was really back and forth.
GG's.
I loved the tenacity of Juliet. Basically having Neri in her sights the entire game. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't matter what where Neri was. Juliet was shooting an ice bolt at her face. Because you really had him on the ropes here for a while, but
Yeah, the revives
the
were
3
just too
revives,
much.
yeah, that, and then you know, Code, you got Rank here, who's really good character for making sure that you don't miss and using those searing vengeances. So even if you did, you're still going to do at least that 10.
Right.
That was good. The combination of Jade and Julia actually is a really good combination as well for you guys and for anybody that's watching. Because of that angelic voice, which you did get a couple times. I don't know if you actually ever got the critical on it, but it can be good if you get it with the
Yeah.
angelic voice and then using icy wind, because you get 2 rolls, so you increase your chances to be able to get those crits, which is a fantastic combination.
Yeah.
And Cedric, man, a beast. Even with him kind of getting knocked out and coming back, just just plowing through damage. I think he did 28 damage on one of his primaries.
Yeah.
Scary dog.
Oh yes, very very scary.
Scary doggo.
Yep. But anyway, that was a great game, guys. Really close, especially for most of it until the end, until Code kept putting out those revives.
Yeah, those revives and 35 HP is really much. So
Yeah, well, and yeah, the 35 for Breath of Life is really strong, and then Rankier's 40 that he gets from Life Explosion is just a crazy amount of total healing, right? At
yeah,
the end. I said earlier on, if you get the chance, Trickles, you should maybe check this video out. But there was one key point that I think maybe you missed that could have forced Code to use some of those resurrections earlier, which was it was Juliet's turn, and Jorana and Neri, I believe, were both low, and you could have used Blizzard at that point to basically take both of them out in one turn.
Yeah, I remember there was a point I was like, oh, here we go. We're going to lose to Blizzard.
Yeah, I was really thinking that maybe you were gonna do that, but I think you ended up going with Icy Wind instead. But anyway, other than that,
yeah.
good game, guys.
Big game.
Yeah, I still have to learn a lot. It's my second PvP game, so
Well, you did really well. I mean, I think you remembered almost every passive. There might have been like, a couple here or there that you missed.
yeah,
But just that, I believe, is like probably like the main cornerstone of somebody that's going to be good at the game is remembering those effects. Because while it seems like it doesn't add up, it does, and we have video proof of past tournament matches of where it's come down to like 3 hit points or even less.
yeah.
So anyway, that is it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Side note, I believe it's
Thanks
happening
and
on
well
Sunday.
played.
Yeah, yeah, good job, guys. On Sunday we have the Winter Bash match. I'm still working out the details because things kind of like got really late in figuring out exact times and everything. But Sunday, probably 1 p.m. my time in the afternoon, we'll be doing a match, and Alexandre Bound will be joining us, and maybe Michael Alves, who is the lead designer, will be getting on here to play some PvP with us. So make sure to check that out. And